Hello and welcome to Gondor Calls for Ale's YouTube channel. I am Sam Gallagher.
And I am Ben Gallagher.
And we have another battle. That's right, it's still in Middle-earth.
We don't often leave, and we are back again, and I think I said that last time, but
You sure did.
No problem there. What are we playing today, Sam?
Well, we have a very exciting, a very large, or well, not very large, we have a large-ish game, 850 points of retrieval. Ooh. Glob has returned his quest to free his people. This time clearly involves some important piece of information, perhaps the schematics for a catapult.
And how to put one on top of a troll, perhaps.
Yeah, well, he's going to invent that himself, clearly.
Gotcha, he's going to glob it together.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, in possessing the plans, clearly a master of all plans, I have the host of Minas Morgul. We'll go over those army lists very shortly, but it is, of course, led by the Witch King, who is trying to foil Glob's dastardly bid for independence. We can't have any independent orcs in Morgul.
How rude of him. Well, you have heard our glorious and very Tolkien-esque narrative and the scenario and the points, so we will take a look at those armies, take a look at the board, and Ben will give us a dramatic rendition of the scenario. But it wouldn't be Gondor Calls for Ale without the ale. So cheers. Have a good game. If you've been enjoying our videos, please give this video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And leave us a comment. We try and get back to every single one. Those simple actions that are easy for you to take really do help the channel out. Help spread Gondor Calls for Ale across the great YouTube algorithm.
If you're looking for more content from Gondor Calls for Ale, if you've watched all of our battle reports and want to hear Sam and I waffling on about other topics in Middle-earth, do consider checking out our companion podcast. You can find it here on YouTube, as well as on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, and Spotify. We cover our attendance to various tournaments, as well as discussing all things Middle-earth.
And if you too want to raise the banners on the signal tower, or perhaps sound the horn of Gorgoroth, then consider joining our Patreon. There is a link in the description of this video. The Patreon is what enables us to keep the lights on, the camera rolling, and the beer flowing. We want to thank all of our Patreons, past, present, and future. Your financial support is greatly appreciated and never expected.
If you want to join our growing community, we are on Discord. There's a link to that in the description of this video. Hop on there, chat with Sam, myself, and our friends and fans about Middle-earth, army lists, and share your cool hobby projects. See other people's cool hobby projects and just generally get inspired. It's a great and growing community. We have a wonderful time chatting there.
All right, with all of this talking and looking at our beautiful smiling faces now done, we will look at a beautiful board, some beautiful armies, and get this game underway. The Army of Gundabad, or Glob's army, of course, led by Glob, the spawn of Gozer, which is counts as Bolg. He is on a fell Warg. In his warband, there are 6 Gundabad Orc Warriors with shield, 6 Gundabad Orc Warriors with spear, 1 Gundabad Orc Warrior with banner and shield, and 1 Troll Brute. In warband number 2, we have a Gundabad Orc Captain. In his warband, there are 5 Gundabad Orc Warriors with spear, 5 Gundabad Orc Warriors with shield, and 1 Troll Brute. In warband 3, we have a Goblin Mercenary Captain leading 8 Goblin Mercenaries. We do, of course, have some special rules for this army. We've got the Commander of the Legions. If your general is either Azog or Bolg or Glob, then he gains the Master of Battle 5+ special rule. We've got something to do with Azog, which doesn't matter. We've got the Horn of Gorgoroth. Once per game after priority has been determined, as long as the general is alive and on the battle, they can sound the horn. You get +2 to courage. Your opponent gets -2 to courage tests. We've also got Raise the Banners. During a priority phase, after it has been determined, as long as the general is alive on the battlefield, they can raise a banner. You have to alternate them. You've got the Banner of Dol Guldur for a battlefield-wide banner. You've got the Banner of Gundabad for free heroic marches, and the Banner of Angmar for a 6-up feel no pain. There we have it, the Army of Glob. If you would like to see this army list written out in beautiful digital lettering, then you can look in the description of this video.
mustered to foil the retrieving attempts of Glob the Terrible are the forces of Minas Morgul, led, of course, by the Witch King of Angmar. He is wearing the crown of Morgul and wielding a Morgul blade. In his warband, there are 8 Morannon orcs with shields, 8 Morannon orcs with spear and shield, 1 Morannon orc with a banner, and 1 orc drummer. In Warband number 2, we've got a Ring Wraith with 1 Might, 10 Will, and 1 Fate. He is leading 2 Morannon Orcs with shield, 3 Mordor Orcs with shield, and 6 Morannon Orcs with spear and shield, and 1 Mordor Orc with a banner. In Warband number 3, we have a Mordor Orc Captain leading 6 Mordor Orcs with shield and 6 with spear. And in Warband number 4, we have another Orc Captain leading 6 more Orcs with shield and 6 more Orcs with spear. What a horde of guys, 58 models and 8 might. If, like me, you're a visual learner and would like to see this army written out, look no further than the description of this video. But before we get underway, we've got some special rules to go over. We have the Dead City. Mordor Orc Captains and Mordor Orc Warriors gain the Blades of the Dead special rule. Lead through fear. Friendly orc models within 3 inches of a friendly spirit model automatically pass courage test when attempting to charge a model with the terror special rule. And the Call of Morgul will be affecting ring bearers and will not come into this game. For this battle report, we are bringing you a beautiful new table. That's right, Glob has journeyed to the fires of Mount Doom, to the Dark Land itself to do battle and retrieve the plans for his catapult. So, as stated, we are playing Retrieval. This is a game that ends on a 1 or a 2 after one force has been broken. We've got a bit of an interesting deployment zone. We're going to be dividing the board along this long diagonal, and then each player gets to deploy within 3 inches or up to 3 inches of that center line. So there's a 6-inch no man's land running down the center of the board. We're going to be scoring victory points for retrieving the relics. They're here and here. They're light objects. We're going to pick them up and try and retrieve them into our own deployment zones, or even off the board, one of our own table quarters, or table edges. We're also scoring victory points for breaking the enemy army, slaying the enemy general, and getting victory points for killing enemy heroes to a maximum of 3 victory points. Very exciting. The battle will be underway soon.
Rolling for deployment. Glob has rolled a 2, Ben.
The Witch King has also rolled a 2.
Glob has rolled a 1, getting worse.
The Witch King has rolled a 4. I will be deploying on this side of the board. We're not going to confuse you yet by swapping table sides, dear viewer. And I will, of course, be deploying the Witch King first. Warband 1.
For my first warband, I will deploy Glob. Glob, the Warlord of Gundabad, is going to hang out by this rock here. There we have it. My warband is deployed.
Well, someone has to face down the terrible troll brutes, Sam, and it's going to be this Orc Captain. But he's going to do it from a mild distance. He's a little bit intimidated. Another warband deployed, Sam. Back to you.
For my next warband, we have our Gundabad Orc Captain, and we're going to lure Ben into the killing ground. Warband 2 has been deployed.
We've had 1 Wraith, Sam, but what about second Wraith? Second Wraith will be guarding my objective. All right, Sam, my next warband's deployed.
Well, my third warband is the Goblin Mercenaries, and I forgot to declare it before we started deployment, but they're obviously ambushing. Retrieval is certainly a scenario where potentially coming in is going to be pretty okay.
Well, with that, I shall deploy my final Orc Captain, and he will be going on a quest with the Witch King. The host of Minas Morgul has been deployed. Let's get this game underway.
Priority for turn 1. I have rolled a very cocked dice. I have a 3, Ben.
I have got a 4. I suppose I should let you go first here, Sam.
All right. Well. I think I'm going to use the banner of Gundabad for free heroic marches. That seems like the correct choice. No, we're actually going to use the banner of Doggledor for a battlefield-wide banner, just in case, Ben, just in case.
Makes sense.
Okay, I'm not going to call any heroic actions, Ben. Are you calling any heroic actions?
I will be sounding the war drum for a heroic march.
An exciting turn of movement. I have now finished.
So if I were to drum right now, everyone has to end up near the drum. It'll be the whole battle line. I don't think I really want to move the whole battle line with the drum, so we're going to move some other orcs first before activating the drum. I'm not going to cast any Fel Magics with the Witch King. I don't think there's a lot of point just yet this turn, so he is going to just scrooch over to here. All right, Sam, the movement is complete.
We have a few fights in the fight phase. Let's start it off. We'll just go down the line. My 2 orcs versus your 2 orcs. I have a 5, Ben.
I have a 2.
Okay. I'm looking for 5s. I have killed your orc. First blood to the forces of Glob! And then next.
5.
I have a 3, but I do have a battlefield-wide banner into a 4. You have won that fight.
So you're effectively defense 3 against
so
my Blades of the Dead.
4s.
So I need 4s. We got 1 kill.
I sort of forgot about that. And my 2 against your 2. 6.
A 6, but you will take it on the fight.
And a 6 will kill.
That was probably very average.
Yeah.
You won 2 of the 3. We both got a kill. And with that, the turn is over. We'll be back with priority.
Priority for this turn. I have a 6, Ben.
I have got a 2. This is not the result the Witch King desired.
So very clearly, Glob is going to be taking priority, and I think we're going to be calling or waving the banner of Gundabad this turn for free heroic marches. Any heroic actions from you?
Well, we're not sounding the drum. I think we're going to call a move with this captain over here.
Call a march with my troll brute on this flank.
One for you.
Thank you. Because it's free. We're going to call a march with this troll brute because I think you're going to fail enough courage tests. I don't believe I have any other heroic actions, so it'll be over to your heroic move.
So my orc captain is obviously calling with me. He's going to get the banner bearer, and it looks like one of these spear orcs over here. banner who was part of the action here. Spear guy. All right, Sam, that's my heroic move.
Well, over to me. On this side, we will call our march with the war beast, and he is just going to plow forward. So he's going to move straight. I'm going to put we'll put his march token as to where he will actually end up. So he's going to plow forwards. He's going to hit this orc.
Uh-oh.
Do 2 strength 10s and
Splat.
kill an orc.
Well, there were some orcs there.
Now, the end of my activation phase, so I'll roll to see if my Goblin Mercenaries arrive. An 8, they pass their intelligence test. So they do arrive, or they do get to choose. Do I want them to? I think I probably do. My movement, my ambushing is fully complete. We'll go to Ben's remaining movement.
We're going to start off with the easy stuff. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing. These goblins and this troll have sandwiched my orc and my ringwraith in the most unhappy fashion. But we're going to do some easy stuff, which is, of course, just to charge the forces of Gundabad with as many orcs as possible. All right, there we have it. The forces of Minas Morgul have maneuvered
Into the fight phase where, Ben, you have priority. Any heroic actions from you?
No, I think the Witch King is my only character in... I guess I've got my Orc Captain, who's not going to declare a heroic combat against Glob, because that would be crazy. My Witch King is also not calling a combat.
I will call a combat with Glob. See if he can become Glob the Terrible.
Ruh-roh.
So let's start off with that one. I charge, so I get my 3 or 4 attacks.
I've got a captain and 2 orcs.
I'm on a 5, Ben.
I have a captain who has got a 6.
All right, I will ban a reroll. Nope, I will spend another point of might. Glob down to 1 might remaining. He'll put his first strike into that captain and do 2 wounds.
My captain will take his fate and roll a 1. He could have rolled a 2 and spent both his might points. Instead, he rolled a 1 and just died.
Glob against 2 orcs.
They're going to shield for their dear orky
Glob
lives.
gets the 6.
Oh, the orcs have also got the 6, but it avails them naught against the Glob the Terrible.
In the back with the mercenaries. Let's just go down the line, starting here, move down. My 1 against your 2. 5.
I have a 2.
Looking for a 6. Yeah!
Oh, Morannon brought down.
He popped up, he had a spring under him, and his spring gave him the extra force. And then what, my 4 against your ringwraith and friend?
Yes.
6?
5 from the Wraith. He's not going to spend his only point of might for that. That'd be silly.
This is 6s by 4s?
Yes. Ah!
2? Let's roll these where we can see him. 1.
1 wound on the Wraith. He has 1 point of fate. He's alive. He was. That would have been very disappointing if he'd been killed by goblins.
I'm okay with that anyway. Down the line here, let's start with the Troll Brute against your 4.
Yep.
Yeah. I have a 5, Ben.
I have got a 6.
All right.
We need 5s to wound the troll here. 2 wounds on the big troll.
He has 2 wounds left. Do the Witch King against my captain and a friend.
Okay.
Captain's on the 6.
Witch King's also on the 6.
You will now fight 6, correct? On the Witch King?
Yes. The Witch King is going to wield his mortal blade, Sam. He's just going to try and kill your captain here. He has dealt 1 wound to your captain.
My captain is dead. That's all the fights, I think, so we'll return with a priority. Priority for another turn. I rolled a 3.
I've got a 2. Not the result we wanted again.
Glob will, of course, be taking priority. And waving the banner of Dogeldorf, a battlefield-wide banner.
Nice. Well, I am going to call a move with my Orc Captain's remaining point of might.
I'm going to call a move with my Troll Brute. So that will be his 1 point of might.
Well, my Wraith over there doesn't think that calling a move is really going to help much of anything. I guess I could run the whole warband away from the Troll and Bolg, but he's going to save his might. That's fine.
Right. The roll-off goes to the good guys, which of course is Glob and his forces. The move only affects the Troll Brute, and he's just going to, I think, plow this way.
Squish my captain.
Yeah, but I'm going to probably kill a Gundabad Orc first. Into the drum, takes 2 wounds.
He's got 2 wounds. He's going to spend his fate, Sam, because he's cool. He didn't even matter. He got run over.
Into another Morannon Orc. Oh no! He has failed to trample that Orc, but I can't be too upset about that.
Oh, my captain staring down those squishy feet. It's like, no!
I didn't stop the captain's heroic move, so you now get to move him.
The captain can't really go anywhere, but he will call with me so that the Orcs can move. We are going to see if we can just mop up these Gundabads that we only killed 1 of last turn. We'll see if we can do better. That is my heroic move.
Well, Glob is going to continue his killing spree, and I think he's just going to charge these 2 spear-wielding orcs, mostly to get out of the way of my Troll Brute's glorious trample. We're going to do that glorious trample now. So from where he is, he will stop in contact with the Ring Wraith. So he's going to turn.
And into the Wraith.
Can we... I guess we just need 1 wound.
1 wound to squish him. He is squished.
Banished, I think you'll find.
Banished.
Banished. And that was... Then I think...
He now regrets not spending his point of might for a move.
My movement is complete, Ben.
Have just 2 orcs to move left on this flank, and they are going to kill some goblins.
In the fight phase, Ben, I had priority. Do you have any heroic actions you wish to declare?
Yeah, I'm going to declare a heroic combat with the Witch King. He's fighting 2 orcs, and we need to get some kills on this flank. We need to get some action happening, so we're gonna roll the dice.
All right. Well, I have no heroic actions to declare. There's not any point using Glob's last point of might because he can't do anything more than kill 1 additional orc. So no combats for me. So let's just do that. He's fighting 2.
Or 3 if you want to send the spear sideways.
I guess it doesn't matter. I'll just put those 2.
Sure. Witch King's spear support has got the 6.
All right.
The spear support needs 4s because he has a Blades of the Dead.
Sure.
And the Witch King looking for 5s.
Two spear orcs into the Witch King.
Witch King on a 4.
I'm on a 5.
I have a banner. Do you want a banner reroll before I spend might?
Sure. 1.
I'll spend his 2nd point of might to make that a 5. And then he needs 5s to kill them. They are slain.
Troll Brute.
He is fighting 5 orcs.
He's on a 5.
My orcs have a 6.
Needed the 6.
Looking for 5s.
In the back, my 2 goblins fighting your trapped Morannon orc there. Double 1s.
He's got a 5.
Banner 4. You win. Over here, I've got 4 Morannon orcs against, or Gundabad orcs against 1 orc.
We're already broken, so he's going to fight it out.
I got a 6. And then we've got Glob.
Against 2.
Glob's on a 5.
Oh! Orcs are on a 3.
First strike. Kills
Slain.
him. Second strike.
Kill him on
3.
3s.
Yes.
3s gets him, yeah.
All right. Well, a tale of 2 very different flanks. Priority for another turn. I've got 1, Ben.
A 3. Phew, I will take
choice.
priority.
All right. I am going to use the Banner of Gundabad for some free marches.
Who's calling the marches?
Everyone. Glob will call a march. The Mercenary Captain and the Troll Brute, yeah. Everyone will call a march.
Everyone's calling a march. Marches for everybody. Put one of these over here. All right, well, I will go ahead and move first. We can't get an orc into your captain, so we'll just... Oh, I'm broken. Let's take some courage tests. 12 inches, Harbinger of Evil from Glob. Yes, this Morannon orc is looking for a 9 to stick around. He's rolled a 3. He's not he's not sticking around at all. He's like, no. Okay, Sam, that is my turn.
Into my movement, we'll start with this Troll Brute. He's no one to trample, as tempting as it is just to trample those orcs and some of my goblins. Okay, that is my movement complete. Your priority, Ben. I have no actions to call. I have no heroes in combat, so it doesn't actually matter.
The Witch King is going to save his last remaining point of might, and we're going to get into combat back here in my defensive area. We've got 1 Morannon orc fighting 2 goblins.
The goblins have a 5.
The Morannon has a 1.
Looking for a 6. No.
Oh, lives to fight another day.
The poor remaining orcs from poor Captain's warband.
Yes, the Witch King's flank of doom. We're going to start it off over here. We've got 2 orcs fighting 1 Gundabad orc with a spear.
I have a 2.
I have a 6. The Witch King and a spear support fighting 2 Gundabads.
5.
4, but we have a banner into a 3. Unfortunate, Mr. Witch King. We're not going to spend his last point of might on that.
6s by 4s?
Oh, no, just be straight 6s.
Yeah. Okay. All the pushing and shoving resulted in a dead goblin and a dead orc, and it was a sad day. All right, Ben, you had priority. Let's see if the game ends.
The game will continue for at least another turn.
All right. Into priority for that at least another turn. I have a 3.
And I have got a 6, which is the roll that we wanted there. I will, of course, be taking priority, Sam.
I think Glob is going to use his last point of might for a move.
Well, I don't think I'm going to do that with the Witch King, so go ahead and move away.
I think I'm also going to call a march with the Troll Brute's only point of might. Yeah, we'll call a march with the Troll Brute's point of might.
Dangerous.
Okay, so my heroic move?
Banners and possibly the Horn of Gorgoroth?
Oh, yes. I'm going to use the banner of Doggle for a battlefield-wide banner. After working it out, I am 5 away from breaking. I'm going to save the horn until I potentially break. So, my heroic move.
Over to my move, we're going to kick it off with some courage tests. We've got an orc over here. He's brave, he's staying. He is going to do battle with your Goblin Mercenary Captain. He wants his relic back. Mr. Potato Head. Mr. Potato Head is done leading the defense. He's going to leave it over to that orc, and he will be exiting the battlefield. And the last orc over here will also be exiting the battlefield. He wishes he was as cool as Gundabad Orcs with Courage 7. Over here, the Witch King taking his first courage test. He rolled double 6s and is going to save me looking up what his courage is.
I think it's a 7.
Yeah, I'm sure it's
Three.
very high.
Sorry, I think it's
he doesn't have the range to get into Glob, so there's no point in even moving my banner, but he will be moving this way. And his time has come, Sam. He's going to cast some fell magic. He's going to spend 3 points of his will in an attempt to transfix Glob, and he has it on a 6.
I'll spend Glob's 3 will to resist. No, Glob is transfixed.
All right, Sam, with the courage test taken, models moved, over to you.
The few remaining moves I have, this orc will just spear support there. We're going to... I'm out of might, Ben. No, and transfix, so no actions to call.
All right, well, my Witch King has got 1 might left, but he's not fighting, so we're going to kick it off with a little orc-on-orc action over here in the back. We've got 3 Gundabad Orcs fighting 1 Morannon. Who is going to fight it out, Sam? He's not afraid of no Gundabad Orcs. He's justifiably impressed with his own skills, but he's not fighty enough to outfight them.
Yes.
And he is slain not once, but twice.
Vengeance for their captain. They're finally working on, on processing their grief. The final fight of the turn.
My 1 Morannon, he's going to fight it out, Sam. He's going to roll a 6. He's going to win the fight. He rolled a 5.
My captain gets the 6. So this will
Goblin
be
Captain.
4 from the captain.
Oh.
Whoa, bring him low. All right, Ben. See if the game continues for another turn.
The game will indeed continue.
All right, let us roll priority for that turn. I have a 4.
I've got a 2, which is not the result I wanted.
I will be taking the priority, Ben, and I am going to be rolling waving the banner of Gundabad.
For free marches? Yeah, I thought you might be. So I get to call actions first. The Witch King will spend his last point of might for a heroic move.
All right, you got it. I have no might.
But you do have Master of Battle.
Oh, I do. 5? No.
I was going to say, don't you dare. And I assume the Goblin Captain and the Troll Brute are marching.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Horn of Gorgoroth?
It doesn't matter.
Fair enough. That's right. It doesn't. The Witch King's going to pass.
I guess I could make you pass on a 5 instead. I'm not. Yeah.
All right. Courage test for the Witch King. He's going to pass. He's obviously calling with me. He's going to get all of his warriors. And I think the time. Oh God, you just outfight me. All right. Well,
yeah, but you transfix me.
Yeah, we're going to transfix you again. We're going to go down to 9 will, and transfix you, and then in we go. We already used our Morgul blade, so we can't kill you. Let's be this way. Stand up.
My regular moves will do the Goblin Mercenary Captain now. He's getting everyone, so we're just gonna... Your priority, Ben. Where? No, it was my priority.
Yep.
You just had a might, because you're rude like that. We'll do this 2 on 1.
All right, we're going to fight it out.
I have a 6.
I have a 1.
I have not killed you.
I think we can make way this way.
And then we'll do Glob versus the Witch King. You charge me.
Yep.
I'm on a 3.
I have a 5.
Do you have a banner? Into a 2.
Witch King looking for 6s. How about nothing? And an Orc also looking for 6s. Nothing.
All right.
It's your priority, Sam. Roll to see if the game will end.
I'll roll it here. The game doth continue on a 5. 30 for that additional turn. I have a 5, Ben.
Ah, boo!
Yes.
I've got a 3. No one's got any might left, so that was a very key priority roll. What banner
Glorious.
are you flying?
I'm going to fly the banner of Dol for a battlefield-wide banner.
Makes sense. Is your Goblin Captain, perchance, calling a heroic march with his point of might?
Yeah, he might as well.
There's no reason not to.
He might as well.
Ah, I see what you did there.
Okay, let's do some movement for thematic reasons. We're gonna do the Troll Brute first because he's angry and stompy. And I know I fully am aware I could move my orcs out of the way of this, but we're gonna prove his love for the Gundabad Orc.
Oh, you believe you're gonna roll a 2-2 on the first orc that he walks into?
No, the first Gundabad Orc.
The first Gundabad Orc. Yeah, do clarify. There are a lot of orcs on this board.
All right.
All right,
Double
first
4.
Morannon down.
It also feels like it makes sense. He's mad. He's stomping.
Yeah.
He wouldn't strategically wait till his friends clear the path.
He can't even see his friends.
That's true.
Killed a Morannon and a Mordor orc.
Oh.
And another Morannon. 3. And another orc. He's just alternating orcs and Morannons. So he's going to double down on orc this time.
Yeah. Danger close. Danger close. The Miranda's like, guys, stop, please.
Oh, he's running out of steam, but the 3's still good enough. Right, you can't stop, can you? You just move the full. You just go the full distance.
Oh, nope.
Splat.
He didn't like Steve.
The thing is, he's an equal opportunities troll. He's not racist against any brand of orc. He'll squish whoever. Oh, I see the one.
No, it's a 3. Ah. He was so yes. All right, and then this is his last opportunity to prove his love for the for the Gundabad. No,
he doesn't love it.
He's like, nah, you good.
That doesn't quite break you one way.
I don't. This is why the catapult troll has Goblin Mercenaries on its back.
Oh, it's because they get to ride the troll now. They prove their loyalty.
Like,
they
only
grab the plans.
only goblins fit on this.
They're like editing the plans in Crown.
No might is left to call action, so we're just going to get straight on into the combats. We'll do my 2 orcs against your 1 orc.
He's fighting. He's brave.
I have a 5.
He has a banner. Oh, I saw it. Oh, he's very, very dead.
All right, and now we have Glob, the Mighty, versus the Witch King. Glob gets a 6, Ben.
Oh, Witch King's on a 4.
All right, your D8, I need 5s.
Yep, +1 to wound. You, no, D8 you need 6s, +1 to wound you need 5s.
Yeah. All right, here we go. A big one.
Oh dear.
3?
3 wounds.
All right, Ben, you've got 3 fate.
I've got 3 fate. I've got 3 fate. Here they come. 3 wounds on the Witch King. He's got 3 fate. Are you ready? Ben is going to shed himself of the fate curse. Ah! And it's another Yahtzee roll.
Yeah, let's scoot it in so we can actually see that roll. All right, well, I unsuccessfully killed the Witch King. I'll get him next turn, Ben.
But or will you? Will there be a next turn?
We shall see. Here we go. I had priority, for I am Glob, the Harbinger, and we will roll, and the game doth end. No! So close, Glob, so close. No Glob the Mighty this game, but
soon Glob the leader of a catapult troll.
Perhaps so, yes, definitely. So you can see how it's ended up. Ben has a Witch King and 2 Morannon Orcs, and I have a bunch of, I have a Glob and a Troll, more importantly, and a few other orcs.
And the goblins doing Glob's work.
Yes.
Carrying the plans across the table.
Yes, the true minds behind
the power behind the throne.
Yes, yeah. All right, well, we will return to our smiling faces and talk about this game and go over who won and who lost.
Wow. Whoa, there we have it. There we have it. And we always say this, what a game!
Yeah.
But like Korea, what a game.
What?
I mean, you can't see them now, but when the camera was up there, the column of dead orcs is quite amazing.
Yeah.
Glob and the 2 stompy trolls. Or really the one. The one had 1 good stomp before I brought it down. The other one did some good squishing.
Yeah, the heavily converted troll brute remains the distraction carnifex. He always dies first. Go for the converted one, and then the sneaky regular one doesn't die as fast. All right, Ben, before we talk about this game in a little more detail, what were the scores? How did it end up?
All right, so Sam managed to not only retrieve my relic, but was just by about an inch.
Call them plans.
Yeah, I called them plans. Sam managed to retrieve my plans and only just by about an inch got them into his deployment zone, which is worth 6 victory points. I had moved Sam's relic, which is worth 3 victory points. We broke each other for 1 victory point each. No one's general was killed, and for the final few victory points, Sam gets 3 victory points for killing 1 Orc Captain, 1 Ring Wraith, and 1 Orc Drummer, who is in fact a minor hero.
Oh, I actually also killed another Orc Captain.
Yeah, you killed both Orc Captains.
I forgot about the Ring Wraith,
Yes,
but yeah.
All right, so Sam, you can only get 3. Slow down, calm down.
I'll take the 2 captains and the Ring Wraith.
The 2 captains and the Ring
Forget
Wraith.
the drum.
Forget the drummer. We did forget that he was a hero. But like, oh, right, he's a hero. And I got 2 victory points there for killing Sam's captain and 1 of his troll brutes. We should mention that we forgot initially that the troll commander is on top of the brutes, but he fell to his death.
Yeah, we rolled it off camera when we remembered halfway through the. I think it was the movement phase of the next turn, and he, alas, died.
Yeah. Strength 3 hit from falling and got unlucky.
It ends up being about, I think it's...
Is it 2 strength 3?
2 strength
2 strength 3 hits,
yeah.
and he failed his fate and was just, squished underneath his beloved troll, probably.
Yeah. Mourning. I think he actually survived, and he was just there, cradling its head in his lap, crying, stroking its beautiful, eyeless visage.
Beautiful. Anyway, so after all of that, Sam scored 10 victory points, and I scored 6.
Yeah. An enjoyable game.
Yeah, very entertaining.
Very funny game. We definitely, in these we try and make them entertaining and interesting, and we tried to pick a matchup that would have some amount of a decent amount of models, basically enough models that the troll brutes could trample and it not just like end the game. You know, if we were playing something with way fewer. Like a more elite army is what I'm trying to say. The troll brutes get one trample off, then the game's basically over, and then it just becomes a game of like, well, I have to stop the troll brutes from doing anything the entire time, and you know. And again, we're playing with Minas Morgul. That's certainly not an optimized version of it.
Yeah, we need to get some specters in here and a couple other
Specters
things.
and put the Witch King on a horse. And
I have to say, it was very satisfying just to Morgul blade your captain.
Yeah. Brutal stuff. But I think that's all to say about this. Hopefully you enjoyed the continuing story of Glob. He will return with a catapult troll, that's for sure.
I look forward to that. That's going to be even more entertaining.
Yes, great stuff from Glob. Whether his daring raid into Mordor to steal these plans will turn out to create a weapon that's useful or useless will remain to be seen. In the meantime, if you're still here and haven't already, please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and check out our Patreon. Thank you for watching, and we'll be back in 2 short weeks.